To the motherfucking curb, dog. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Snax on Sports. I'm back with another one out this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. What's good with y'all this morning, man? Snax on Sports. I'm back with another video, you know. And, yeah. One of my favorite subjects, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about this trout mouth ass nigga. I know you're like, oh, look at your mouth, nigga, look at your teeth. I don't give a fuck, nigga. My teeth clean, bitch. No, a few gaps, okay, that's gonna get fixed. But no motherfucking, what they call it? No gingivitis, no motherfucker. I get general cleanings on a regular, every 3 months. So, only thing going on with my motherfucking teeth is a few gaps, nigga. You feel me? And no gingivitis, none of that yellow gunky shit that be building up on niggas' teeth, on top of their gums, at the bottom of their teeth. I ain't got none of that shit. Yeah, my mouth clean, bitch. So like I said, LeBron James is a goat mouth ass motherfucker, trout mouth ass nigga. And I ain't talking about the goat. But all bullshit aside, man. So LeBron James yesterday surpassed Karl Malone for number 2 on the all-time points, on the all-time scoring list. You know what I'm saying? In the NBA. Great accomplishment. He gonna pass Kareem next year, barring any type of catastrophic injury that, you know, to where he can't come back from or no shit like that. Barring anything like that most likely won't happen. He's gonna pass Kareem and be the all-time points leader in NBA history at some point next month, next year, next season. Gotta give him thanks. You niggas don't say your grace before you eat, boy. Hey, something wrong with you, man. You gotta thank the Lord, man, for giving you food to nourish your body. So LeBron passed Karl Malone yesterday, and so with that, now he's number 2. Only person that's ahead of him in history is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem has held this record since the 80s sometime in the 80s. It's been like 30 years or some shit. So with LeBron passing Karl Malone for number 2 and edging closer to passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, now this brings on all the talks and conversations and you know, further conversations about this whole LeBron James the GOAT, or him, you know, Jordan versus LeBron and all this shit, right? Y'all know where I stand. He ain't better than no motherfucking Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is all alone. He's all alone. He ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. I don't even have LeBron over Kobe or Magic or Kareem or Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? For my all-time list. It's all debatable. I'm not wrong for that. It's my opinion. The one thing I ain't wrong about, one thing that ain't debatable, is not opinion. Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody better than him. Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, Shaq O'Neal, whoever the fuck do you want to put. Michael Jordan is better than them. Period, point blank. Ain't nothing to talk about. Right? So, like I said, LeBron being number 2 now it opens, now they, there we go again. With all the LeBron Jordan talk and all this other shit. Like I said, this is not a debate to me. I'm gonna tell y'all why, but it's not a debate. And I already did a video a few weeks ago saying that the Jordan LeBron comparison, debate or over who's the GOAT, it's not a debate. It's not even it should not even be a debate. It's not even close, bro. Okay? So for me, what was I about to say, man? The thing is that I lost my train of thought. I was about to say something. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, LeBron and Jordan should not be a debate. That shit passed a long time ago. LeBron had his chance, okay, to be better than Michael Jordan. Now, yesterday, I was going to do this video yesterday because I'm listening to local sports talk radio out here in the Bay Area, 95.7 The Game. Shout out y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a few dumb son of a bitches on that motherfucker that just don't know what the fuck they be talking about, though. You know what I mean? I fuck with Guru. I fuck with Steiny, even though sometimes Steiny, boy, you was a worrisome ass bitch. All you do is worry, and I know that's your, that's the job to, have the listeners. It's your job to amp shit up. You know what I'm saying? And make it seem as if the sky is falling and all this other shit. But it's always something negative, man, with Steiny and looking forward about these teams, whether it's the Warriors, whether it's the Niners, whether it's the Giants. It's always, we have a good season. Well, but what's going to happen in the playoffs? This, all this, they talk about all of this shit. Well, what if this person gets hurt? What if, as if the Warriors are the only team that has human beings that can get hurt in a game. It's the same for every fucking team. Whoever in the playoffs, if they 1 or 2 or 3 of their key players get hurt, it's probably a wrap. It's over. They're not going to win it. So to sit there and be saying all this shit about, oh, well, if Draymond's back going to hold up, and why would it not? Why would we think it would not? Be optimistic, not pessimistic, you dumb son of a bitch. And that's what pissed me off sometime about Steiny. But I fuck with Steiny. You know what I'm saying? JD, John Dickinson, I fuck with JD. That's a weird looking ass nigga. You feel me? Old ET head ass nigga. But his perspective on the game and on the Warriors, I always enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because it's not it's not fear-based like Steiny, or it's not, he's pretty not too high, not too low. You know what I mean? When it comes to his analyzation of the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Who else I fuck with? Bonte, I'm on and off about him. You know what I mean? Sometimes I fuck with him. Sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? What he really need to do is clear his motherfucking nose. Okay? Boy, every time your ass talk, sound like you got a gang of snot and boogers in your nose. Boy, like you got a stuffed up ass nose. Blow your damn nose, boy. Blow your damn nose. Nigga talk like he talk like this all day. Yeah, man, and listen, I don't know what else, man, and yes, I can't breathe on my motherfucking nose, and I got the whole boogers in my nose, and but yeah, the Warriors are a very good team, and blah blah blah. Blow your shit, nigga. Butcher Boy. I fuck with Butcher Boy, but that nigga boy, hey, I'm on and off about him too. He got a little worrisome, fearsome shit in him too, but Whitey, you just done son of a bitch. Straight up. He a worrisome son of a bitch too. And boy, your ass talk like you know something you don't know shit. Okay? And he the motherfucker got me mad yesterday talking about, yeah, and so LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron passed Karl Malone, you know, for number 2 on the all-time list. I mean, doesn't that, you know, shouldn't that make him the GOAT and this and that, blah, 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 blah. He number 2 now, nigga, not number 1. And even when he get to number 1, which he is going to get to. So, you mean tell me he's not the GOAT until he is the all-time points leader? So he's not the GOAT right now, but when he become number 2 or number 1 on the all-time points list, he the GOAT. You stupid son of a bitch. But y'all know that's not how this GOAT thing works. This is my thing. So I'm finna break it down. I've been doing a lot of unnecessary talking in the first 11, 12 minutes. But this is my thing. This is what y'all gotta understand. Okay? When Michael Jordan was playing, okay? I grew up watching Michael Jordan in the 90s. When he was playing, there was no there wasn't no like GOAT player that he was chasing. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm about to do is break down why the all-time points list and why all of that shit is, although it's a great accomplishment, a great feat, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? What it says is that, LeBron James, I've always said, man, what I do give LeBron James over everybody is just his, and it's God-given, but just his God-given physical tools, like, and just the behemoth and the mammoth type body that he has. Like the nigga, obviously over the past couple years with him being on the, over the age of, since he got to 35, you know what I mean, and older, okay, he's had a few little injuries here or there, but for the that's just, he's human just like all of us. So eventually, yeah, your body gonna start to break down. Even the great LeBron James with his fitness and all of this shit, like he like the Terminator, bro. Like up until he kind of like start having little knick-knack kind of injuries over the past, 2 seasons or so, this nigga never got hurt. And in the games where he did get hurt, I done seen this nigga LeBron James sprain his ankle to where the ankle touched the motherfucking ground, nigga. And that nigga just run that shit off. Like, damn. This nigga is a fucking robot. This nigga just don't get hurt. So it's something to be said for that. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he take care of his body You know what I'm saying? You know, and I was talking to somebody yesterday. You know what I mean? One of the many jobs that I have is a rideshare driver. So, I pick up a passenger yesterday. I'm listening to sports talk radio. She hears what I'm listening to, saying that her son be listening to it a lot. And so we get to talking, about the Warriors and about basketball and stuff like that. And, and we it went to LeBron James, and she said how we were talking about Steph and his injury, and how she mentioned something about saying how she said Steph is very fit, but he's not as fit as LeBron. I said, lady, ain't nobody as fit as LeBron. that's a different level of fitness. There's no shame in not being as fit as LeBron. That nigga's the fucking Terminator when it comes to this shit. Okay, so him becoming getting closer and closer to the number one all-time points leader, you know what I mean? That's a longevity award. That's a longevity accomplishment statistic. You know what I'm saying? That and there's something to be said for that. What that means is he has been able to stay at a certain level for a very long time, and that's impressive. It's extremely impressive. You know what I'm saying? But it don't make you the GOAT. Your peak, what you did at your peak, makes you the GOAT. And those, 5, 6, 7, 8, or however long, somebody's peak lasts, those are the years that make you the GOAT, right? So back to what I was saying. Michael Jordan, yes, you had Magic Johnson before him. You had Larry Bird before him, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Dr. J, Moses Malone, George Gervin, like all of these great players before Michael Jordan. But it wasn't no talk about GOAT and who's the greatest of all time and all that other shit. So Michael Jordan wasn't chasing none of that. Like Michael Jordan was playing to show people that, yeah, he probably wanted to show people, yeah, I'm the greatest out here on the court. I'm the greatest to ever do it. But he was trying to show that by winning. Not that LeBron is not, but I'm just saying that to say Jordan wasn't chasing no all-time scoring list. Jordan wasn't chasing to get the most MVPs and, to have all of these, like that's all the shit that we do nowadays in sports media. Like that wasn't, like, and it goes to my point, which is Jordan did everything that he did in like 13 years, bro. Like if he wanted to continue to play to year 16 and 17 and all-time points record and all that other shit, he could have did that. My bad if my stream is kind of like fucking up a little bit, but my shit is going a little slow. Michael Jordan wasn't playing for that, bro. So what Michael Jordan did is he set the precedent. He set a mark for all players that come behind him to follow. Okay? He didn't have that. He set the precedent. You know what I mean? He wasn't chasing after the ghost of Magic or the ghost of Larry. He had to overcome, those players and their teams to get to where he wanted to go. And, Isaiah and the Detroit Pistons and all that. But it wasn't about like how LeBron is doing. Like LeBron is chasing after the ghost of Michael Jordan. Like he like so in me saying that, my point is you have to take that into account when we're talking about, oh, LeBron got all these points and this and that and that. Like he's consciously aware of all of the things that he has to do or try to do to be considered like the GOAT, or one of the greatest of all time, which he already is and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, Jordan Jordan wasn't chasing none of that. He was just trying to win and as much as possible. And like, bro, Jordan had two three-peats. There's only been three three-peats in the history of the NBA. Jordan got two of them. Like, what are we talking about? He won 3 championships. Once he got to the mountaintop, he had to get through the bad boy Pistons and Isaiah Thomas and all that physical play that's not in the NBA no more. And once he got to the top, nobody else ate. He didn't let all of these other players get championships on his watch, like LeBron, with Steph and KD and Kawhi and Tim Duncan and, all of these, all of these motherfucking players nowadays that got rings, some of them as many as LeBron, if not too far off. Like Steph got 3, little old Steph Curry, and all 3 of his championships came against the so-called GOAT, little ass Steph Curry. Come on, man, fuck out of here. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Steph Curry wasn't winning shit off no damn Michael Jordan. It just wouldn't happen. It just wasn't happening. Steph Curry is my favorite player. But I know what the fuck I watched with Michael Jordan. Steph Curry ain't getting shit off Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. But he got that off LeBron. So that's my first thing, bro. Like, Michael Jordan didn't have no ghost to chase. He wasn't chasing no ghost of the past, or he wasn't trying to. He was not playing to be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's not the reason why he was playing. He was just playing to win as many championships as possible. And the thing is like, he won 3 in a row. Something that hadn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics, nigga, in the 60s and shit. So it was like 30 years in between a franchise three-peating. He was the GOAT right there. Once he three-peated that first time, he was the GOAT. That was it. He retired because of, his father had just passed away, got killed. That was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I know that was weighing heavy on him. His father was there for his first 2 championships. That third one, he wasn't. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm lying. His father was there for all 3 of his first 3 championships. That 4th one that he got after he came back. Anyway, let me, because I was about to say something, but I was wrong. He won 3 championships, retired, partly because, something had happened to his dad. So that's weighing on his head. And not only that, y'all got to remember, winning 3 championships in a row hadn't, at the time he did it, it hadn't been done in over 30 years. So when you do something like that, that was kind of like, he felt like I don't have nothing else to prove. Let me, like, Michael Jordan is the type of competitor that he needs a challenge. Maybe if he would have came back and they would have tried to win a 4th in a row, maybe they don't win it. Because just not the fact that maybe another team was better, okay, but maybe just because of the fact that, I mean, I'm sorry, but after you win and win and win and win and win so many, I mean, you might lose just because of the fact that it's not a challenge no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you just tired of winning. You need a damn challenge. Let me lose this year and try to come back the next year. But won 3 championships, retired. Okay, said this shit too easy. You niggas, I mean, this shit too easy. I'm winning the championship every fucking year. This shit ain't even a fight. He said, I'm going to go play a whole nother fucking sport. Baseball. Baseball, out of the 3 major sports, is, you know, we got four major American sports: baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. Okay, those are the 4 major. Obviously, they ain't the only 4, but those are the 4 major American sports. Imagine, so, and out of those 4, maybe, you know, hockey, because you on skates and shit, you know, you ice skating and shit, that's hard in itself. But I'll just say the main 3. Out of baseball, basketball, and football, baseball is probably the hardest to play as far as batting, as far as being a hitter. Bro, you know how fucking hard it is to hit a ball fuck a ball that's going 80, 90 miles an hour. It's hard to hit a ball that's coming at you fucking 40, 50 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to say, nah, fuck this, I'm finna go play baseball. And as y'all see, as he started, he wasn't very good. He improved over the year that he played baseball. No, he never got to a level to where he was like a bona fide major league player. But he continued to, it just shows the competitiveness in him and the greatness in him. He improved with every at bat, with every game. I remember watching that shit. The Baron, being a kid, watching that shit. Michael Jordan was everything. The same passenger I just got through telling y'all about, that we had that conversation about LeBron James and his fitness, and when we was talking, we got to talking about Michael Jordan as well, and she wanted to insinuate how, because I was giving props to LeBron and his fitness and the fact that he's a Terminator and shit like that, but I let her know he ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. And she wanted to kind of echo that statement by saying, because she was from India or some shit, and she said back when she was growing up, they didn't even have no TV, and they knew who Michael Jordan was. That's how big he was. Okay, she's like, I didn't even have a fucking TV growing up, nigga, and I knew who the fuck Michael Jordan was. So that just shows the level of Michael Jordan and his greatness and his reach. You know what I'm saying? And so this man went to go play a whole nother sport, bro. Once he got tired of that, and he felt like, all right, I've been away from the game for long enough now. A year and a half, almost 2 years. Let me come back. Came back and took the league over and won 3 more in a row. Do y'all not understand how motherfucking gangster that is? To win 3, imagine, bro, imagine this shit nowadays. Imagine Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, winning 3 championships in a row, then going to go say, now, you know what? I'm finna go play baseball for 2 years. I'm finna go play football. I'm finna go play hockey. I'm finna go play badminton. I'm finna go play soccer. I'm finna just go do something else, because this shit too easy. Then come back and win 3 more championships in a row. Bro, it's hard enough to win 1. It's great players that have not won 1 championship in their whole career. We can go through the list of them in all sports. Okay, in baseball, if we want to talk about Barry Bonds is the greatest, to me, he's the greatest baseball player I ever seen. He's the greatest of all time. He don't got no rings. Okay? If we want to go to football, I can't think of nobody off the top of my head right now, and that's stupid that I can't think, because I know, but it's just, I'm talking right now, so my brain ain't functioning right. But there's many great players in the, you know, in the Tim Brown, you know, wide receiver. Dan Marino, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, that will probably be higher on people's all-time quarterback list if he just had 1 Super Bowl. And then if you even go to football, you can even say all the great, like, look at Aaron Rodgers. Yes, he did win a Super Bowl, but you would think, as great as he is, he would have more than 1 Super Bowl victory. He's been in the league almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning, for the longest, he only had that 1 Super Bowl. For the longest, he didn't have no rings. And then he finally got that 1, And then he got another one more, he squeezed out one more at the end of his career when he wasn't really Peyton Manning no more, and the defense kind of basically carried it. He did his thing, don't get me wrong. He did his thing, but he wasn't the same Peyton Manning that he was in his prime when he won that last Super Bowl. He just wasn't. Everybody know that. I'm just saying that to say, and then we want to go to baseball. Basketball, we go Patrick Ewing, we go Allen Iverson, we can go Charles Barkley, we can go Karl Malone, we can go John Stockton, we can go Reggie Miller. We can go Elgin Baylor. We can go countless motherfuckers, man, that didn't win a championship, bro. So for Michael Jordan, so it's hard enough to win one. So for this nigga to win 3 in a row, go play a whole nother sport, and come back to the game of basketball and win 3 more in a row in legendary fashion, 72. The nigga won 72 games in 1 year. It's only 82 games in the fucking season. Nigga went 72-10. It's laughable that this is even like that people really consider this a debate. Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And it's laughable that people have just accelerated LeBron James over the likes of people like Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson. Just without, oh yeah, he's the second greatest. All right, whatever. That's what y'all want to say. That's your opinion. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna beat nobody up over it. But it's like both Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant got more rings than LeBron. Still, in less tries. Okay. Kobe Bryant got 5 rings in 7 tries. Magic Johnson got 5 rings in 9 tries. They both have winning records in the finals. This nigga LeBron got 4 rings in 10 tries. 4 and 6. He has lost in the finals more than he has won. Michael Jordan got 6 rings. He got 6 finals victories. He got 6 finals losses. But and y'all want to put this? Oh well, he got there more. Man, please. If Jordan wanted to play fucking 30 years in the fucking league, he would have been to 10 fucking finals too. Or more, nigga. Jordan had to do all that, nigga. He proved his point, got the fuck up out of there. I ain't finna be doing all this shit, nigga. I proved my point. So, that's my first point about the LeBron-Jordan debate, is that, like I said, Jordan didn't have, he wasn't chasing the ghost of nothing. He was just trying to be the best that he can be. So what Kobe had been chasing, LeBron had been chasing, Steph Curry had been chasing, all the players that come after Michael Jordan, what they're all chasing, Jordan wasn't chasing that. He set the bar. He set the precedent. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. Like Jordan gave you something to chase after. And the crazy thing about it is, he still has more career accomplishments than you in less time. Like I said, LeBron's going to have more total points, more total assists, more total. Like, that's longevity. All that means is that you played for a very long time. And like I said, there's no shade in it. There's no shame in that. I'm not trying to knock that. There's something to be said about keeping yourself at a level to where you can play at a high level for 15 plus years. There's something to be said for that. That's commendable. But it still doesn't make you the GOAT. That just means you played longer, bro. If you play longer than a nigga, play more games, I mean, you're gonna have more fucking points and shit. That's just easy math and shit. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron has a mark to chase. He knows what he's chasing. Okay, like I said, if Michael Jordan wanted to have 40,000 points in his fucking career, he could have kept playing for more years and shit. That wasn't his goal. That's not what he was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron's trying to do that and still can't match it. Okay? And I want to play something from Glow Stick, Chris Broussard, okay? From the show First Things First, that comes on FS1. Monday through Friday in the morning. And yeah, man, it's just like I was a fan of Chris Broussard, and I still am somewhat. But when the whole when Kobe passed away, and the whole thing happened between what's the lady that said that shit, and Snoop called him called her her and Oprah funky dog head bitch. I forget her name, but the black bitch who had an interview with Lisa Leslie, and Kobe had just passed, and she was trying to push for Lisa Leslie to say something negative about Kobe Bryant in regards to his sexual assault case in Colorado back in 2004 or whatever that was. And her thing was, Lisa Leslie's thing was like, bro, like, I never seen that. Like, I was very good friends with Kobe Bryant. We've been out before, you know, to different places and stuff like that. I don't know Kobe Bryant to be some type of sexual deviant, or, you know, a motherfucker that can't keep his dick in his pants, or just this, you know, this sexual predator kind of motherfucker. That's not the Kobe Bryant I know. He made a mistake in cheating on his wife. That's what he did, which many men have done. I'm not saying that means, but I'm saying that's not, you can't, I mean, many men have done that. So, I forget her name, man. It's coming to me, but y'all know who I'm talking about. It was Oprah and Gayle King. Gayle King, you know, was just trying, but you know, trying to tell Lisa Leslie, like, yeah, you know, that's what he showed around you, though. You know, you don't know the like. It's like, bitch, what? I mean, that's all we can go off of. It's like when motherfuckers say, oh, well, all white people are racist. Well, and I say, okay, well, I know a lot of white people are racist, but I haven't encountered I haven't encountered any racism, for one, but I haven't encountered at least any, you know, I haven't encountered any white person being racist towards me. I can only go off what that person showed me. I can't go off of, well, this person is being nice and being cordial and just being, you know, an upstanding human being from one human to another. And then when they leave, be like, oh yeah, he a racist because he white, when he haven't showed me that, or she hadn't showed me that. I can't, that's not how I if you are respectful, nice to me, I'm respectful and nice to you. It's just that simple. So all Lisa Leslie could do is go off what Kobe showed her. Like she can't just go like, oh well, you know, he ain't never showed me to be this type of person, but I'm just gonna say that he's this type of person anyway, and I never seen it. Like, no, that's not your history. You got to take all that into account. I say all that to say, Chris Broussard turned me off with that whole situation, because on his show, him and Rob Parker, they came out basically defending Gayle King as a, you know, they in the media and she's in the media or whatever. So they basically were defending her line of questioning. And I wasn't feeling that. I just wasn't feeling that, man. This man is deceased. This man just lost his life, him and his fucking daughter. And you want to bring up that shit, something that he was acquitted of? You know what I'm saying? Something that came out to be like not true and shit. He didn't rape no fucking body. He didn't sexually assault nobody. He cheated on his wife. That's what he did. That's not a crime. That's a crime if you in marriage. You know what I mean? If you want to talk about the vows that you take with your wife and to the Lord and to God, but that's not a crime. You know, you don't go to jail for cheating on your wife. So he didn't break no laws. He broke a law of marriage. You know what I mean? But he didn't break a law of the government, and now he needs to go to jail. So I got turned off with them with glow stick, which was what Kwame Brown calls him. I got turned off by Chris Broussard and his defense of Gayle King and her line of questioning to Lisa Leslie. I just wasn't feeling that. You feel me? So I unfollowed the nigga, all that. However, you know, obviously, you know, I agree with a lot of the stuff that he says in sports. You know what I'm saying? So he said something this morning in this whole LeBron James, Jordan, you know, debate this morning. You know, since LeBron has passed Karl Malone at number 2. And so he had a few things to say that I agree with that I want to play for y'all.
I cannot objectively say LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. Nick, these total stats, total numbers, compiled stats. You know that is not how we judge the greatest player. All right, in any of the sports, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time leading scorer and 3rd in rebounds, okay? Nobody ever brings that up when they say he's the GOAT. Nobody says Kareem's the GOAT for the most part.
Well, they should.
Right? Larry Bird isn't scoring, rebound, or assist. But there's not a reputable top 10 list, I bet including yours, that doesn't include Bird in the top 10. John Stockton has nearly 6,000 more assists than Magic Johnson. Yet Magic Johnson is universally regarded as the best passer of all time. So, no, we go more by per game numbers. And here it is. We judge greatness more when we're talking about GOATs. What was your peak? As long as it lasted a significant length of time,
what was your peak,
we value your peak over your longevity. And look at this graphic for peak. Michael Jordan did more in 13 healthy seasons than LeBron has done in 17 healthy seasons. That's 4 more years. And look at that, more titles.
Now look, he's saying LeBron 17 healthy. This is LeBron's 19th year. So I understand what he's trying to say. You know, he's trying to, you know, give a little caveat and give LeBron a little break by saying, okay, the past couple years, you know, he's been a little hurt. So I guess he's not counting the years where he's missed some time, which is, you know, like this year, last year, and the year before. Fuck that. Fuck that. We talking about total. I'm not, this is his 19th year. So I'm not omitting, oh, because he was hurt, so I ain't gonna count that year. No, fuck that. No, fuck that. Those points still count. The years that he, you know, that he missed 20 or 30 games or whatever last year and this year or whatever, the games that he played, the points still go towards his all-time scoring stats and shit. So yeah, I'm counting the fuck out of that. So fuck the whole 17 and a half years versus 13 years. No. It's 19 years. This is his 19th year. And basically he's saying exactly what I'm saying, which is it's about your peak. Okay, it's not about, you know, and he gave examples by saying, let's take Larry Bird for example. Larry Bird don't rank in he said Larry Bird don't rank in the top 30 in no statistical categories. In nothing. Like points, you know, in points and because he didn't play long enough. He only played like 11, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? In points and rebounds and assists, none of that. He don't even rank like in the top 20 or 30. But any sane basketball fan that knows about the game of basketball and ain't plumb dumbed in a motherfucker or just too young, there's no list that you can no all-time NBA list where any reputable basketball person with basketball knowledge would have Larry Bird not in their top 10 all time. And he don't even rank in the top 30 in any statistical category. Okay? And everybody got him in a top 10. A lot of people, I got him in my top 5. Okay? A lot of people got him in their top 5. A lot of lists I see, you know, Larry Bird is usually around like 5, 6, or 7 on people's lists. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just to prove a point that if we're going to just take total points and like in just numbers and just that's it. Because see, that's what they like to do about this bitch LeBron James. They want to take all the total numbers and all the total, like, if that's the case, Larry Bird shouldn't be top 10. You see what I'm saying? He said John Stockton. John Stockton is the all-time assist leader. And he ain't gonna be caught. That's probably a record that's gonna stand forever. Okay? He's one of the greatest point guards of all time. However, he leads, he's number 1 by hella assists. What did he say? 400 or 4,000 or some shit like that. Something crazy. And I think even like Mark Jackson is like number 2 on the list. You know what I'm saying? Nobody considers Mark. People know Mark Jackson had a great career, was a great player, not a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But was still a great player. You could be a great player in the NBA and not be a Hall of Famer. And had a great, had a great career, made a lot of money. And he's one of the top point guards of all time. You know what I'm saying? And when but John Stockton or Mark Jackson, everybody knows they're not better than Magic Johnson, who's like 3rd or 4th on the all-time assist list. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. Okay? That's hard for me to say because I want to say that Steph Curry, but hey, I gotta call it how I see it. That man got 5 rings, dog. Steph only got 3. So I got it. And when we talking about all-time greats, those are the things that, that you gotta look at. Rings. You know what? And then people say rings aren't everything. Bull fucking shit. Like, I don't understand that this whole, rings aren't the only. Nah, I don't give a. No, yes, they are. Rings is every fucking thing, nigga. It's the epitome. It's the championship. Like, it's the mountaintop. It's the top of the top. You can have all them fucking stats you want, nigga. How many rings you got, nigga? Come talking to me, telling me about no fucking rings ain't the only thing that kind of bull fucking shit. To fit your argument now, cause it's so hard to win rings, and you niggas love all these niggas that lose all the time, so rings don't fucking matter and shit. Fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. Rings matter than a bitch. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, if rings don't matter, don't a motherfucking thing matter. They might not matter in the grand scheme of like life in general, but when you a professional playing professional sports, yeah, if you just make it to professional sports, you've made it in life, man. So you ain't even got to do shit, because most of us just that's really all we trying to do is just get to the bag, man, and secure a bag for our family. You know what I mean? But the highest of the competitors, and why they are considered that and get to that level, is because it ain't all about that. It ain't just about the money and all that other shit. You gonna get the money, nigga, if you good at what you do. No, they want to be known as the greatest in their craft. You know what I mean? The money is secondary. You feel me? So it's about that ring, boy. It's about that motherfucking ring, dog. That's what it's about. That's who got all the bragging rights, who got the most motherfucking rings. Not who got the most fucking points all time and all that other shit. See what I'm saying? So that always, you know, it's always a motherfucker that want to change up the you know, that want to change shit and move the goalposts to fit their narrative, and so they can be right, to prove their point. Nah, nigga, rings matter than a motherfucker. Just because your nigga ain't got more rings, all of a sudden that don't mean rings don't matter. No, rings matter than a bitch. Yeah, just get you some more. Get you some more rings, nigga. You feel me? So Magic Johnson got a whole 2 more rings than Steph Curry. So I can't, you know, I can't do it. You know, Steph Curry, I love that nigga. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking from emotion. You know what I mean? I'm talking from basketball knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And what I know. And you can't put Steph Curry above Magic Johnson yet. You just can't. He still has time to change that. You know what I mean? But as right now, as it stands, no, I can't do it. And that pains me to say. But I just can't do it. So Chris Broussard was just basically making a point that no, it's not just about only stats. It's about, the thing with Jordan is that he got all of that shit. You know what I mean? It's like with Tom Brady. It's the reason why Tom Brady is the GOAT, because he got all of the shit. He got the numbers, the stats, and the rings and shit. So that's what makes you the GOAT, not just having one or the other. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So basically, in 13, listen to what I'm saying. In 13 years, Michael Jordan did more than LeBron James has done in 19 years and counting. He just has. You know what I'm saying? This is it right here, right? So, let me see. Damn, I can't see it. It's too small. So basically, let's do it like this. So 13 years versus 19 years. In 13 years, Michael Jordan has six championships. In 19 years, LeBron James has 4 NBA championships. Okay. In 13 years, Michael Jordan has 6 finals MVPs. In 19 years, LeBron James has 4 finals MVPs. In 13 years, Michael Jordan has 5 league MVPs. In 19 years, LeBron James has 4 league MVPs. In 13 years, Michael Jordan has 10 scoring titles. In 19 years, LeBron James has 1 scoring title. Even Steph Curry has more scoring titles than LeBron James. Leading the league in steals or assists. Michael Jordan has done that 3 times in 13 years. LeBron James has done it once in 19 years. Michael Jordan has a Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm going to say that again. Michael Jordan has a Defensive Player of the Year award. He won one of those. Okay? LeBron James has never won a Defensive Player of the Year award. That's another thing that I don't really think y'all understand, like how impressive, what that really says. Because what it really says about Michael Jordan and his greatness, okay? To win a Defensive Player of the Year award. Now, I have said this before too in one of my previous videos. Defensive Player of the Year awards are usually awards that go to players that defense and rebounding and all the little, you know, and all the hustle type plays. Those are usually the type of players that award goes to, not a player that's the greatest offensive player of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like the most skilled offensive player at all time. And that's another thing, you know, when I be hearing all these motherfuckers talk about, you know, and I love Kyrie and I love, you know, but, you know, Kyrie go for 60 last week and do all this. I mean, that nigga went fucking crazy. Went crazy. And hear these motherfuckers always talking about he may be the most skilled player of all time, and or you know, or they'll say Kevin Durant is the most he's the greatest scorer of all. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. When it comes to skills, when it comes to scoring, when it comes to shooting, not shooting as far as like long distance shooting, you know, like Steph Curry, we all know he's the greatest of all time with that. But I mean, just overall shooting and just having the whole offensive repertoire, ain't no fucking body over Michael Jordan with none of this shit. None of it. So get the fuck out of here with your Kyrie Irvings and your fucking Kevin Durant's and all that shit, man. They are great at that shit, and they are one of the Kyrie Irving is one of the most skilled you know, players of all time. You know, Kevin Durant is one of the you know, the greatest scorers of all time. Yes, I give you that if you want to say that. You know, top 5 to 10 or something like that. Okay, I give you something like that. Even if somebody want to argue, you know, Kevin Durant is number 2 or 3 when it comes to greatest scorers of all time. I mean, you know, to me personally, I got Kobe number 2. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm not gonna argue with that. But better than Michael Jordan when it comes to anything offensively. Listen, man, you need this motherfucking shit slapped out of you. Period. Point blank. Ain't nobody better than Michael Jordan at nothing in basketball, especially when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Nothing. I only give Steph Curry the fact that he's a better shooter, okay, from the perimeter, and I'll also maybe give you Magic Johnson as a passer. And maybe LeBron James as an equal passer. As I think Michael Jordan was just as great as a passer as LeBron James. I know some people hear that and say I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna argue though. For, you know, I could see if somebody want to say LeBron James is a better passer. You know, I can't argue that at all. You know what I'm saying? But just me, myself, I'm taking Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. I'm just taking Michael Jordan, bro. I just am. A lot of the motherfucking passes LeBron be throwing be turnovers. You feel me? So, but back to the defensive player of the year thing. That's usually an award that they give to players that, like, that's their niche. That's what they do. That's their, you know, they're defensive players. They're hustle players. They're rebounders. They're, you know, that type of, you know, Dennis Rodmans, you know, Draymond Greens, you know, Kawhi Leonard in his heyday as a defender, you know, and Kawhi Leonard has grown into more of an offensive player, but from the beginning to like the middle, you know what I mean, of his career, you know, he definitely showed that he had some offensive ability for sure. But Pop had him on that deep, like he was killing it defensively first, off top. Everybody know that. So, and then he grew into, you know, the offensive player that he is now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, even though Rudy Gobert won it 3 times, I don't think he should have won it 3 times, if one, you know what I mean? You know, but, you know, players like that, you know, to where that's what they do. You know, Ben Wallace, you know what I'm saying? You know, Tony Allen, players like that, man. So for Michael Jordan to win the Defensive Player of the Year award as the best offensive player ever and shit, like that's I mean, he just, this man is just doing things in his career, you know, that people just have not done. And so this is what we have to do when we want to, you know, let you motherfuckers know that LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan. That ship has sailed. Like the type of things that LeBron James has on his resume just ain't on Michael Jordan's resume. You know, 2011 against the Mavericks, and the just the way he just got punked, and just even Dwayne Wade was like, "What's up? We got to get it going. What are we doing?" Once the series got real, not you know, after they was up 2-1 and shit. You know what I mean? Once the series got real, and 4 consecutive fourth quarters, or I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they almost went up 2-1. I think it was game 3, and they was up by a lot, and they was showboating and all that other shit. And then I think the Mavericks came back and won that game. But anyway, 4 consecutive fourth quarters where this boy just didn't show up at all. Like, he was just nowhere to be found. He looked like the moment was too big for him. The lights was too bright. He wasn't ready. He looked scared. He looked like he let Jason, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd, JJ Barea, and Deshaun Stevenson take his heart. You had JJ Barea guard you, bro. You had Deshaun Stevenson guard you. You had Jason Terry guard you, bro. And you couldn't do nothing with that. And you supposed to be LeBron. You the most physical specimen we ever seen in this motherfucking sport, nigga. And you think you better than Michael Jordan? And you think that ain't never happened to Michael Jordan. Even when he lost, nigga, he never got pumped. Never. That never happened to Kobe Bryant either. Ever. That's not on their resume. You can't look like, so once that happened right there, bro, it's over. And not only that, that was the second finals that you were in, and your second loss. So you was 0-2 after you played the Mavericks in 2011, because you lost to the Spurs in 2007. And motherfuckers say, "Oh, well, I don't count that." That's another thing. That's the reason why a lot of LeBron detractors detract, because they'll say, "Well, 2007, I don't count that as a loss because he was playing against the Spurs and a team that he was by himself." basically. No, it don't work like that. So if it don't count as a loss for LeBron and the Cavaliers, you can't count it as a win for the Spurs. So the Spurs don't got 5 championships. They only got 4. Nah, we not doing that, bro. You lost. Not only that, to get to the finals that year in 07, you had to beat the second rendition of the Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, with Chauncey, who had already won a championship and beaten Kobe and Shaq's Lakers in their last run, okay? And then had gotten right back to a finals the next year and lost to the Spurs in a 7-game series, okay? So to get to that finals, you had to beat Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, and Rasheed Wallace, Larry Brown being the coach. You had to beat a team that was one of the juggernaut teams of that era in the mid 2000s, from 04, 05, 06, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, for like a 5-year span. The Detroit Pistons was that team. They was one of them teams to be reckoned with. And LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers beat that team. I forget whether it was the second or the third round. Beat that team to get to the finals. That wasn't no bad team. Like, if that Detroit Pistons team would have got to the finals, it's no guarantee that the Spurs was gonna win, would have won that finals. So to then sit there and say, so basically what you're saying when you do that, when you say that the 07 finals don't count as a loss for LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, because he was overmatched and the team was over and he was by himself and blah blah blah. Basically what you're doing is you saying everything that led up to that finals appearance don't count either. None of that shit count. That's basically what you're saying. And no, we not finna do that. He beat a very good Detroit Pistons team, you know what I'm saying, to get to the 2007 NBA Finals. They just got beat by a better team, but it counts. You lost. So I don't want to hear that shit. You just wasn't good enough to beat them. There's no shame in that. You know what I mean? So then, like I said, 2011, so then you couldn't get over the hump. So one thing Michael Jordan never had to do, and I didn't knock LeBron James for this at the time. I'm just saying, once, if we comparing careers and all this other shit, Michael Jordan never had to say, well, these Detroit Pistons, man, I can't get over this hump, bro. I mean, it's just too much, bro. You know what? Patrick Ewing and Clyde Drexler, or Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, whoever, man, come on, y'all, man. Let's team up. You know what I'm saying? And so we can win a championship, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I ain't got enough by myself. You know what I mean? But if we all team up together, then you know what I'm saying, we're going to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jordan never had to do that. He never had to do that. He stuck it out. That's the reason why winning the championship is winning the championship. But it is different championships. I'm sorry, that just like what Giannis just did. I'm sorry. Giannis in that one NBA championship has already done something that Kevin Durant has never done. Never led a team of his own, the team that he started with, to a championship. He's never done it, or never shown that he could lead. He's never done it. Them 2 championship rings that Kevin Durant got is the most. I respect LeBron rings, the Heat rings, much more than I respect Kevin Durant's two Golden State Warriors rings. Them rings right there, bro, is the two of the most easiest rings you ever gonna have in your life, bro. That man didn't have to work hard for them rings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I will say. The one thing I will say in defense of both LeBron James and Kevin Durant in those situations is that Michael Jordan set a mark so high, bro. He set the bar so high that, like, you know, at a certain point, it started to become just about the rings. You know, the ring or the rings and all this other shit. So what that makes the players of nowadays want to do is just get a ring by any means necessary, just so they don't go their whole career without a ring and it's not that people, you know, look down on, you know, your Charles Barkleys or your Patrick Ewings or your Reggie Millers or your, you know, Karl Malones and John Stocktons, or your Dan Marinos, or, you know, it's just that without that ring, it's just like it was all dope and it was all great and you a Hall of Famer, but it just feels like something is missing. You know what I'm saying? And the players nowadays, they don't want to be remembered as a Charles Barkley, or they want to at least, you know they probably ain't gonna be remembered as Michael Jordan, but they can at least say, hey, I can be, you know, something, you know, close to it, something in between. You know what I'm saying? At least if I got a ring or two, hey, they can't never say I ain't never won it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that I say in defense of, you know, players like Kevin Durant and LeBron James, to where it's like the pressure, they feel the pressure so immensely to win a title because of just the era that we in of it's like you got to have a ring, or if you don't got a ring, not that you a bum, but you damn near a bum. You feel me? Like James Harden is going down that path. You know what I'm saying? He's going down that path of really like being, you know, that next Charles Barkley or Karl Malone or John Stockton or Reggie Miller, or, you know, just a player that had a great career, but just didn't win it. So that's the one thing I'll say in defense. But still, that don't take away the fact that Michael Jordan, you know, like I said, I never knock LeBron. You know what I mean? Never knock no player for, you know what I mean, picking up and going somewhere else. But I'm saying you made the path drastically easier for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So then, and see, people like me that are knowledgeable about the game, know what's going on, and just not looking at just strictly from just oh, he won a championship type thing or type situation. I know the trickery that's involved in it. I know how LeBron James is thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's thinking like, you know what, years down the line, they're not gonna look at, you know, the people that know will, but overall, you know, the fan that's just like the casual fan, or even not just the casual fan, the fan that's you know, that just makes those typical, you know, normal bland type arguments, you know what I mean, and trying to prop up whatever player that they want to prop up to being better than who or whatever. Like, he knows that they're going to just look at the fact that, okay, how many rings that a player has versus, you know, the route to get those rings or how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some trickery involved there, because like what LeBron James do is put together a super team and just with everything that comes along with him being who he is, the second and third players on that who he teamed up with, who were probably, number one players on their previous team, now they get looked at just like role players and shit. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this in another one of my videos. They're looked at as role players, you know what I'm saying? And we forget the greatness of them. Like, it's like Dwayne Wade is just like, bro, like, y'all not remembering what Dwayne Wade was at that time. And for like Dwayne Wade had already won a championship, bro. You know what I mean? Now, in that championship that Dwayne Wade won in 06 when he beat them Mavericks without LeBron James, okay? That was him and Shaq. When Shaq was kind of like starting to be on the back end of his shit, but he was still, able to do some shit. But he wasn't that same Kobe and Shaq or Orlando Shaq. But what Dwayne Wade did in that finals, that was some Jordan level shit. You know what I'm saying? That was some Jordan level shit. But they talk about Dwayne Wade now, or it's like we remember Dwayne Wade just like LeBron James' sidekick now. Nah, they was one and the same, bro. Like, LeBron was probably known as the better player, but they was basically right there the same because the fact that Dwayne Wade had won already. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that Dwayne Wade had already won already, you know what I'm saying? And the trickery part comes about it is because once that happens, once our brains are just fixated on the fact that, because once you get into the season, once the motherfucker on a super team and you get into the season, all of that, once you get into the games, you kind of like forget that it's a super team and this and that when you're watching it. You just watching it. So, then LeBron gets all of the credit. You know what I mean? He gets all of the credit, and then they want to put Dwayne Wade in the category of like a Scottie Pippen. Like he was LeBron. He was the Scottie Pippen to LeBron James's Jordan. No, Scottie Pippen never led no championship, no team to a championship. Dwayne Wade done that. Dwayne Wade was a franchise player. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Wade had already shown he was an alpha. Scottie Pippen never did that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not equal to say, okay, that Dwayne Wade was the Scottie Pippen to LeBron James's Michael Jordan. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? And so the people forget that. They give LeBron James the credit for the championships and this and that. And that's why I'm saying that's where the trickery comes in. Where he trying to fool niggas and trick niggas into, okay, yeah, you won 2 out of the 4 champions. That's another thing. Yeah, they also not 5, not 6, not 7. What happened? Not 5, not 6, not 7. You know what I'm saying? So you get 2 out of 4. You definitely shouldn't have lost to the Mavericks. You was a better team than the Mavericks. And the way y'all lost, you got punked. Them niggas took your heart. Like I said, that never happened to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And then, so you win your championships with a super team, but then you want to get all the credit. Then you go form another super team with Cleveland, Kyrie, Kevin Love. Like I said, people forget. Kevin Love coming from over there in Minnesota, man, that boy was putting up, astronomical numbers, man. Kevin Love at that time was doing like what Joel Embiid is doing right now. That's what he was doing. Okay? Otherwise, LeBron James wouldn't have wanted him. You see what I'm saying? So then you go team up with them. You know you're gonna get all the credit. You know what I'm saying? And then you form another super team. You get like it's all been super teams. So all I'm saying is, you know, Michael Jordan built his, you know what I'm saying, took a franchise that when he was drafted, they was straight shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why, like I said, championship is a championship, but it's a little more it's a little more it got a little more meaning when it's like how Steph did it, or how Giannis did it, or how Jordan did it. You know what I mean? Or how Kobe did it. When it's like when you come into it with the team you was drafted with, you know what I mean? Kobe's is probably the well, I was gonna say Kobe's is probably the only one to where when he came in, the team just wasn't straight boo-boo. They wasn't good at the time when he came in, but I'm saying the Lakers had we all know the Lakers, they got a history of winning. So, but they was in a down time at that time. They had who, like Anthony Pillar, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel. That was that era. You feel me? That was a good team, but the Lakers is about winning championships. So, but the other three that I said, the Bucks, the Bulls, and the Warriors with Steph, Giannis, and Jordan, them teams was straight boo-boo, man. Straight ass, man. Dash, man. And them players came in and turned those franchises around, turned them into championship teams, bro. So it's something to be said about that. You know what I mean? So that's just another little caveat in the in the Jordan armor. You know what I mean? In the Jordan armor of it. But I was going through, okay, let me see. All defensive awards, you know what I mean? Or all defensive teams, whether first, second, or third. In 13 years, Michael Jordan got 9. In 19 years, LeBron James got 6. So the point being is, all the stats in your peak years, all the stats show that Jordan did far more in far less time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do less in more time and say you better and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't add up. Like I said, Jordan wasn't playing to win. Like he wasn't in it to chase the all-time points record and all that shit. He only played 13 years. You know what I'm saying? He got up in there, proved his point, won 6 championships in 13 years. That's damn near like you averaging a championship every other year and shit. You know what I'm saying? Did what he was supposed to do, got up out of there. I'm gonna say it again. It's 3 three-peats in the history of the NBA. Michael Jordan has 2 of them. The only one that he don't have was done by the fucking Celtics in the 60s and shit, when it was like 8 teams in the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if he won 6 in 8 years, won 3 championships, retired because it was no challenge for him. Went to go play a whole nother motherfucking sport, baseball. That's a extremely difficult sport to play as far as hand-eye coordination that you got to have in hitting a baseball. Went to go play that shit for a year and a half. When they went on the strike and on the lockout, and he felt like he'd been away from the game for a while, for long enough time, came back to the NBA and won 3 more in a row, and did it in legendary fashion, winning 72 games in one of them years. Like, bro, just stop it, bro. Like, stop it. This nigga won basically 6 championships in 8 years. LeBron then won 4 in 19. Fuck out of here, bro. It's not even, you know what I mean? Like, it's not. LeBron James is an all-time great player. He's just not better than Michael Jordan. It's okay. It's okay to not be better than Michael Jordan, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You still one of the greatest of all time, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You just not better than his airness. So let me play some more of this shit.
More finals MVPs, more league MVPs, more scoring championships, more steals or assists titles, more defensive player of the year, more all defensive.
My shit cut off on niggas, boy. Nigga, I had to fuck around and my shit died on a nigga though one time. Yeah, I'm talking about. Now the motherfucker want me to rotate the motherfucking device, man. So yeah, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, I wanted to play, I wanted to finish playing a little clip from Glow Stick, Chris Broussard. You know what I'm talking about? But, I don't think it's gonna let me. You feel me? Hold on, let me pump this little gas real quick on these hoes. You feel me? Before a nigga run out of gas, man. I'll be right back. Yo, we finna finish this shit, nigga. About this boy LeBum James. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, man. boy gotta keep it a buck, though. You know, your boy gotta keep it a buck. I'm just out here not giving a mother fuck. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Maybe I could fuck with it like this. You know what I mean? Maybe I could fuck with it like so, man. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Oh, this shit ain't gonna work, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know if this shit gonna work or if it's gonna stay where it's at. Plus, this shit don't even look like it. Like it's supposed to work, bro. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see about this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, if I'm keeping it all the way a buck, I think that might be it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That might be all she motherfucking wrote right there, Playboy. Nigga might not got nothing else to say on it. You feel me? Nigga might not got nothing else to say on it, man. You know, once a nigga get to moving and grooving, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be losing his train of thought and shit. Anyway, I got plenty more to say on it. I just can't really, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, y'all just don't be fooled, man, by the, you know what I'm saying? They gonna keep trying to throw these numbers out there. They gonna keep trying to throw all these stats and all that shit. Like I said, the nigga gonna have better numbers and better stats and all that. You know what I mean? Just off the sheer fact, you know what I mean, that he playing way more years and way more games and shit. You feel me? So it's just one of them things, bro. Go tap back in and go back to the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And go peep all the shit I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? From Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? I've been giving the nigga his credit and all that. You know what I mean? For being a great player. I be having fun with I'm gonna talk my shit, you know what I mean, online and laugh and joke and clown and talk shit and all that. You feel me? So that's just what's gonna happen, you know what I mean? But I didn't always gave the nigga his credit and said he was one of the greatest of all time. I was just saying, nigga, you just ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. That's it. That's all I ever said, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never tried to take away his greatness as far as like what he did, the longevity. Like I said, go back and watch all the shit I've been saying over the past. I know the live is long, but I've been saying some shit though. You know what I mean? You know, I'm dropping knowledge on the whole situation. You feel me? And like I said, I ain't got no dog in the fight, bruh. As far as if like it don't hurt me to say somebody else better than Michael Jordan if I see somebody to come along and that's better than him. So if the nigga was better than him, to me, I would say it. I just haven't seen it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? Since Michael Jordan, I have not seen a player better than him, bro. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm not, that's just me. When a nigga come through, and then so a lot of LeBron detractors like myself, we don't like how, like I said, all the trickery, how the nigga trying to trick y'all into thinking that he better than Michael Jordan by teaming up with all these great players and making it so easy, you know what I'm saying, to win the championships when you got all the fucking top 5 players on your team, nigga. You better win that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of trickery going on, man. You know what I mean? And it just it's unfortunate. And then, then when the nigga come out and say shit like, well, yeah, man, that when that happened, man, in 2016, we came down for 3-1. Mm-hmm, yep, that made us the greatest of all time right there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bruh. Nah. That didn't make you the greatest of all time, nigga. That was 3 rings, my nigga, in like that was 3 rings at that point in hella years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan won 3 in a row. So, and that 73-9 Warriors team, that team, bro, was not the greatest team of all time. It would have had to, even if they would have won a championship, they would have had the greatest record of all time. But to me, ain't no team better than that 72-10 Bulls team. There just ain't no team better than it. That's just me. So, because I look at other shit like a perimeter defense of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Ron Harper. I don't see how Steph Curry and Klay Thompson gonna shake that shit. Ron Harper and his defense, yeah, go back and go look at that. Go do your research, boy. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit was mad. So, my nigga said, is LeBron gonna pass the sky hook? Yeah, he gonna pass it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna pass him in points. You know what I mean? He gonna get there next year, you know what I'm talking about? But she. But yeah, though, man. I'm just mobbing back to the house now to go drop my daughter off at school. And I done sat at my little dock spot over there chopping it up with you niggas for 2 hours and shit. So where niggas should have been back at the Hutro. Okay, so they trying to get it right. They trying to get it going, get it right, man. But yeah, though, man. Yeah, man. Nah, man. LeBum James will never be better than Michael Jordan. It just. That ship has sailed. It's over. Stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And just leave it alone, bruh. Like my nigga Michael Jackson said, don't just leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Leave me the motherfucker alone. I don't want to hear nothing else about it, man. But yeah, now, you know, when a nigga get to talking about, you know, when you get to crowning your fucking self and shit, as yeah, when I beat the Warriors in 2016, that made me to go. How, my nigga? If you so much to go, why was your ass down 3-1? You know what I mean? You want to give yourself credit for like what Shannon Sharp say? Now I know I'm bringing up Shannon Sharp, and he's a nigga that, you know, think that LeBron James is the GOAT, which he's fucking dumb as fuck for thinking that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he'll say, you know, when he talking about how, you know, Skip will want to bring up something about how, you know, Brady, you know, came back and made a comeback. He's like, well, you had to come back because you put him in that position. So you can't almost drown me, keep my head underwater and almost drown me, and then get the credit because you lift me up and save me. Motherfucker, you the reason why I was drowning. You see what I'm saying? So, how your ass get down 3-1, bitch? You feel me? And then want to do all that hot crying and yeah, man, you know, man. About Draymond, yeah, man, you know, call me, you know, man, I got kids, man, don't nobody supposed to call me that, and blah, blah, trying to politic for Draymond to get suspended, nigga, to make it easier for your ass when you playing up against just little old Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, nigga, and it's you, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. So you gotta try to get a nigga suspended to make it easier on your ass, because you know your ass ain't got no shot of beating us at full strength, bitch. You feel me? You got my nigga suspended. That shit changed the whole momentum of the motherfucking series, nigga. In the game 7, it's just one game. Anything can happen. Some of us, oh, well, y'all had a game 6 and game 7. Game 6 was still the same. Draymond couldn't be himself because if he would have got one tech in that game, then he would have been suspended for game 7. So he still wasn't himself, even though, because he got suspended for game 5. We was up 3-1. The nigga got suspended. He couldn't play game 5. So then he come back game 6. We lose that one. He couldn't be himself. He couldn't really be the Draymond that he wanted to be because, you know what I mean? I can't use my real energy and be the type of player that I want to be out here causing ruckus, because these motherfuckers might give me a motherfucking tech. And if we lose this game, then I ain't gonna be there to play game 7. So he wasn't fully himself. Then in a game 7, hey, it's just one game, so anything can happen. Even if it's just one game, the better team can lose. We see that in March Madness all the time. You feel me? Kentucky just lost a few days ago to some motherfucker in the first round and shit. You think if Kentucky play that team in a 7-game series, they not gonna beat them 4 out of 7 times? Yeah, they will. But just one game, anything can happen, and that's you know, that's what ended up happening to the Warriors and that shit. And you want to give your credit for that, and you had to, nigga, Jordan wouldn't have needed all that, you know, to try to get niggas suspended and all of that other shit to make it easier and this and that. Blah. Man, Jordan would have just beat him 4-2 or 4-1. Jordan would have never been down 3-1. Yeah. So, miss me with all the LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan shit. Congrats to you, motherfucker, for becoming number 2 all time on the scoring list, passing Karl Malone. And congrats when you do it next year, when you pass up Kareem, bitch. But, hey, Kareem is the all-time scoring leader right now. Don't nobody consider him the GOAT. Old motherfuckers probably do. Not old motherfuckers, but it's either old motherfuckers that don't want to just give it up to Michael Jordan that might consider Kareem or somebody as the GOAT, or motherfuckers that just got something against Michael Jordan. If you thinking just straight line, no type of with all type of just objectivity, you're not saying nobody else other than Michael Jordan is. You know, some niggas, oh, well, I'll say Magic Johnson. That's probably a nigga that's a Lakers fan. Okay? Period, point blank. Everybody know Michael Jordan better than Magic Johnson, nigga. You feel me? Because he better than every fucking body. So, the fact that LeBron James is getting ready to be the all-time #1 scoring motherfucker in the history of the game, that don't mean he the GOAT. That just mean he played hella long and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if that was the case, why ain't Kareem the GOAT? He didn't been the all-time scoring leader for the past 30 years and shit. You feel me? So, you motherfuckers are stupid and you're dumb, boy. Just a bunch of stupid, ignorant motherfuckers that don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, congrats to you, motherfucker. Do your thing, brother. Go on, pull in, because I'm finna do something else. Congrats to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? But, you still ain't the GOAT. Michael Jordan wasn't trying to do all that. Michael Jordan didn't need to chase all them fucking records and all that other shit. Michael Jordan is the reason why LeBron chasing that shit. Like I said, y'all niggas need to go back and watch what I said earlier in this live. Michael Jordan wasn't chasing none of that shit. There wasn't no GOAT for him to chase. He the one that set the precedent for being the GOAT. Nah, this ain't good either. So these motherfuckers probably like, what the fuck this nigga doing? I'm driving around in circles and shit. But MJ wasn't trying to play 20 years and all that other shit so he can have all these fucking records and trick motherfuckers into thinking that he better than whoever the fuck else. MJ didn't even give a fuck about that shit. That nigga wasn't out there trying to say, oh yeah, I'm the GOAT, man. Yeah, that nigga wasn't out here calling himself the GOAT, bruh. You know what I mean? He always said that it's disrespectful to the players that came before him to even call himself that. You know what I mean? Because it's true. I mean, we do these debates and all this shit and talk about all this shit, but at the end of the day, bro, on some all the way 100 shit, you can't really compare eras, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard because in every area is different rules, it's different, you know, the style of play be different. Players is bigger, faster, stronger, and all that shit. All you can do is compare who was the greatest in their era and in their time and all of that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but since y'all want to do this shit and say that the nigga is better than Michael Jordan, then that's when I gotta do this, man. I gotta let you know, man, he not better than Michael Jordan, bro. He's just not. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm finna get up out of here, man. I done talked long enough. I'm going on 2 hours. This motherfucker, man. Yeah. I'm going on 2 hours, boy. Yeah, I'm talking about. Y'all share this, man. Do you feel me? Snax on Sports. My channel, hey man, my Snax on Sports finna be big, my nigga. You feel me? Y'all niggas need to get on the train right now before the shit take off. Cause sooner or later my shit gonna take off. You feel me? I'm just having fun with it right now. Just, you know, creating content, you know what I'm saying? Just you know, just doing it like that, man. I ain't really tripping off views and likes and all that shit right now. All that shit gonna come. I'm just creating the content, putting my thoughts and opinions out there, you know what I mean, letting it be known that Snax on Sports is motherfucking here, bitch. But yeah, man. I'll be back with another one. Damn, man. I was getting ready to do a video on James Wiseman too, cause he was getting ready to come back and shit, and then we here, they shutting this nigga down a little bit more because the nigga got swelling in his knee and shit, and it's like, damn, you need to get your motherfucking knee fixed, boy. Fix your knee, dog.
The rookie.
Fix your motherfucking knee, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a little swelling. I think they shouldn't shut down for the year. They not saying he shut down for the year. They just saying, you know, but I mean, it just gets harder and harder now because the playoffs getting ready to start. You don't want to just throw that nigga out there in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's, you know, situational. It would have been ideal for this nigga to come back with like maybe 10 games to go, man, and just get up in there and just, but you know, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But now, everything that I was gonna say in my James Wiseman video, I gotta reconsider that now, because I was gonna say a whole bunch of positive shit, and I can still say positive, but the injury, now the fact that his shit is swollen, is swelling up again after he playing, it's like, it's a little cause for concern, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because every time your ass get ready to ramp up and play, your knee starts swelling up, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but he still got time. It's all good. People forget Joel Embiid missed like his first 3 years and shit. People forget that. That nigga didn't play his whole definitely his first 2 years, he for sure did. He didn't play his whole first 2 years at all. He didn't play shit. That nigga was still a rookie in his 3rd year and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he gonna more or less be kind of like follow that kind of path, like, you know what I'm saying, Joel Embiid versus following the path of Greg Oden. And a lot of niggas, you know, Greg Oden is he starting to be the Greg Oden? Y'all know Greg Oden, you know what I mean, got picked before Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying? And he just ended up being hella injury prone and shit. So they trying to say, oh, it might be the same him and, you know, LaMelo Ball, the Warriors should have took LaMelo Ball, blah, blah, blah. See, y'all, this is what y'all dumb motherfuckers don't understand. The Warriors made the right pick in picking James Wiseman, barring injury. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he able to overcome this little knee shit he going through, you know what I'm saying, and have a successful career, that was the right pick. Because y'all stupid, plumb, dumb motherfuckers don't understand that if LaMelo Ball would have got drafted to the Warriors, he wouldn't be doing the same shit that he doing with the Charlotte Hornets. He just wouldn't be. Nigga, you got Steph fucking Curry on this team. One of the greatest fucking players of all time. What the fuck you niggas talking about? Oh man, they should have drafted LaMelo Ball. He wouldn't. He would still be. He would, you know, he would probably still be showing flashes of the type of player that he is with the Hornets right now. But he wouldn't be on the court long enough, my nigga, to be able to be doing all of the shit that he doing, because he be playing behind fucking Steph Curry. The fuck? Nigga, Steph still got another solid 3 or 4 years. That nigga ain't done. Fuck you niggas talking about, man. So that's what I always say. And vice versa, if James Wiseman would have got drafted to Minnesota or Sacramento or whoever, in his rookie year last year, he probably would have been like 18-10. Some shit like that. Just off of the sheer fact that he would have been a rookie on a bad team, and you put them type of players out there to play. James Wiseman got drafted to a team that's still contending for championships. So it's no, like, they're going to bring him on slowly. And then with the injuries and all that other shit, then that just slow everything down more. But, and I know he got drafted last year when we were still, quote unquote, like a bad team, but we started out the year as probably the worst team in the league, and by the time we ended the year last year, we should have made the playoffs. If it wasn't for that stupid ass play-in shit, we ended the year last year as an 8th. We was 39-33. Okay, and 8 of those games Steph Curry didn't play, and the 8 games that he didn't play, we was 1-7. So with Steph Curry last year, our record was 38 and 30, 38 and 38 and 26. And that was supposed to be on a bad team last year. That was a team with no Clay last year at all, the whole year. He was still hurt. Draymond played okay. He kind of, you know, Draymond showed that he was you know, he picked it up at towards the end. And if y'all remember, when Steph went on one last year, Steph went on one when he came back from his injury. He got injured last year at around the same time in March. He got injured. And then when he came back, it was like a month left in the season. And that's when he went fucking crazy. And that's how he got back into the MVP voting, and he finished as a finalist. He finished 3rd in the votings and shit. But obviously, you know, with them finishing as an 8th seed or whatever, you know, you can't be that low and win the MVP when really he should have won the motherfucking MVP. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how he played. I mean, so I'm hoping the same thing happened this year. We got 12, well, after last night, we got 11 games left in the season. Okay. His injury is just a little 2-3 week injury. You know what I'm saying? He probably can be able to come back, you know, maybe a few games before the playoffs, but they're probably going to just keep him out for the whole regular season. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, you know, how we play. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we end up starting 0-5 without the nigga. They may be like, shit, we need to bring that nigga about 3-4 games before the regular season. You know what I'm saying? Just to get, you know, get the nigga warmed up, whatever. But other than that, he probably ain't going to be back until game 1 of the first round. But anyway, last year, you know what I'm saying? Last year we should have made the playoffs too. And I'm just saying that to say that's a from how we started the year off last year, like we got blew off the court by the Brooklyn Nets the first game of the year last year, and then the second game of the year was against the Milwaukee Bucks last year, and they blew us off the court too. So we started out 0-2, and I mean, it looked absolutely horrible. It was players like Steph Curry was out there with Damian Lee and players like JTA who hadn't established himself as the player that he is, and he's still like even on this team, JTA is like a 10th man, 11th man, or some shit like that. But we were so bad last year at the beginning of the year, and with the injuries and all that, that a lot of them players had to play big roles. But we started to get better as the year went on and went on and went on. And by the end of the year, we was one of the hottest teams in the league, and that's actually what propelled us into this year. We started out this year how we ended last year. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, the little play-in shit happened, and then, you know, we played the Lakers. You know what I mean? They was the 7th seed. We was the 8th seed. You know what I'm saying? We played the Lakers. You know what I'm talking about? And should have won that game. Should have won that game. We was up. I think at one point in that game, we was up by like 12 or 13. It was something like that. But whatever. They came back and ended up winning it. And you feel me? And then our second play-in game was against Memphis. One game. They caught us on a bad whatever. Probably should have won that game, won in overtime, but we lost in overtime to them Young Bucks, and we didn't make the playoffs because of the play-in shit. But any other year, we would have been the 8th seed, and we would have played Utah in the first round because they was the 1 seed. You feel me? And they barely end up beating Memphis in that series, and then they lost to the Clippers in the next round without fucking Kawhi Leonard and shit. And they just had Paul George. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Wiseman, you know what I'm saying? Wiseman gotta yeah, we're gonna see what happens with Wiseman. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what happened, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna do it like that. But yeah, I'll be back with another one, man. You feel me? And we just gonna do it like that, Pimp Juice. Snax on Sports. I'll be back with another. LeBron James, you ain't the GOAT, boy.